mortgage is far beyond our expectation.
It's the safest way of owning a house.
My mouth is full of appreciation to Federal Mortgage Bank.
Sometime in the year 2000, many states for various reasons opted out of the National Housing Fund scheme. However, the management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria recently put in serious efforts to have those states back to the scheme, and today, 34 states are contributors of the NHF scheme. Ondo State is one of the states that stopped contributing to the NHF. In February 2020, the state rejoined the scheme, boosting the chances of NHF contributors owning homes. Tonight on this episode, we will bring you details of just how much the bank has delivered in Ondo State and what it is doing to meet the housing needs of contributors in the state. Good evening and thanks for joining us. The program is Everyone Deserves a Home. I am Zuleyhat Belagubir. Join me for the full package of the program after this time out.
One, two. What?
Sorry, comrade. As an up-to-date contributor of the National Housing Fund, I will advise you to just apply straight away for a mortgage loan. Yes, there are several types you could apply for. There is the rent to own a home loan. There is the cooperative loan. There are several of them. Instead of paying so much money to these Shylock landlords.
At the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, everyone deserves a home.
Like always, the program will begin with news highlights from the diary of the Fmbn. And tonight, NGUA markets the Diaspora mortgage loan product at the 2021 Nigerian Diaspora Investment Summit, just as Fmbn management inspect megacity projects and commends developers.
The Nigeria in Diaspora Commission recently hosted the 4th edition of the Nigeria Diaspora Investment Summit in Abuja with the theme Partnerships and Linkages for Post-COVID Economic Growth. The summit was held to offer a platform for which Nigerians in diaspora can look inwards for investment opportunities back in Nigeria. Minister of Works and Housing Babatunde Raji Fashola urged Nigerians in diaspora to look into housing as a means of investing back in Nigeria.
All we have been talking about is business opportunities in and around Nigeria and between Nigeria and the rest of the world. And so I think this is a very, very wonderful coincidence that we're here today talking about what diaspora, Nigerians in diaspora can do, move from remittance to investment. And I'm just going to quickly point out a few places where I think we can do business together through the Ministry of Works and Housing. The Managing Director of the Federal Mortgage Bank has discussed what is possible in terms of diaspora investment in housing and how mortgages will work. The only thing I would like to add to that is that we have a product called the Cooperative Housing Scheme, and this is a scheme by which we encourage people, groups such as those in diaspora or subsets of them, to form themselves into cooperatives, and if you do so, you are likely to then be able to get funding from the Federal Mortgage Bank to finance not only the development of your own house, but also the mortgage to pay for it.
While enlightening participants about the Diaspora Mortgage Loan Product, Managing Director, Fmbn, Architect Ahmed Lengiwa, disclosed that the bank is currently partnering with critical stakeholders for the immediate implementation of the product.
We have the product, the Diaspora Mortgage Product concept and features. How do you go about it? The product will afford Nigerians that. That's why at our 207th board meeting held on June, the Diaspora mortgage was approved as a policy document by the Federal Mortgage of Nigeria board, to which we sent to our Honorable Minister for his own input and then concurrence. Presently, the bank is collaborating with the critical stakeholders towards immediate implementation of this product, which such as the NIDCOM, the credit bureaus, and other things.
Chairman NIDCOM Abike Dabiri Erewa, while giving the opening remarks, commended Nigerians in diaspora for their remarkable contribution to economic growth. She urged them to embrace the diaspora mortgage loan product.
I want to encourage all Nigerians in the diaspora, do what all these groups are doing. Abroad, they get people together to see what they can do. Nigerians in the UK alone they have an economic worth of over £70 million. It's documented. There's no debate about it. So what we're doing is encourage them to do something back in their own home country. After retirement, after everything abroad, you're still coming back home. We're collaborating with the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria to start what we're calling the Diaspora Mortgage Scheme.
The management of the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria paid a visit to the Mega City project site at the Bungalow City, Abuja, to see the progress of work done on the project. Managing Director of the bank, Architect Ahmed Lengiwa, who spoke after the inspection, commended the developers for a job well done so far.
From the last time we came 2-3 months back, I think there's a tremendous improvement on work done in terms of progress of work and even the material and even the workmen that they are having on site. Most of the houses when we came like this one on the left and right, they were at lintel level. Now they have reached roof level. Most of the ones we have seen at the top upstairs, they are not even at DPC, but now they have casted the DPC and they are up on the ground going to the lintels. So there is a tremendous work on site, especially in terms of the structures. On the infrastructure, you can see they have started opening up the roads and drainages. Even the access road, there's a lot of progress on it. We are very much satisfied with the level of work and even the quality of work.
He then called on developers to speed up the construction in order to have contributors offtake the houses.
The next thing is for them to move to site and continue so that they complete it before January or by January, so that these houses can be put to use by our off-takers who are contributors to NHF.
Speaking on behalf of Brains and Hammers, Chief Operating Officer Kabir Ganu noted that infrastructure for the project has commenced and will soon be completed.
We've commenced the access road, as you can see when coming in. So we've started the work on access road. So we're doing the earthwork now, currently assessed. We hope to finish our lab.
He appreciated the Fmbn for the routine check, which he said keeps them on their toes to deliver quality houses for Nigerians.
Although Ondo State just rejoined the National Housing Fund, it is one state that has fully understood the benefit of the scheme. Today, the state is 100% compliant to the fund, with all state and local government staff contributing to the scheme. In this episode, we'll assess the impact of Fmbn in Ondo State. Keep watching.
Ondo State, southwest Nigeria, has a civil service workforce of over 55,000 people. In May 2020, the state resumed contribution to the National Housing Fund, and when it resumed, all workers in the state resumed contributing to the scheme, along with all 80 local government areas in the state.
The entire civil servants are contributing to the scheme. The entire 18 local government are contributing to the scheme. I know the numerical strength of the civil servant are over 30,000. Then the numerical strength of the local government workers, they are over 25,000. So, plus or minus, we should be expecting nothing less than 60,000 contributors from Ondo State, because we equally have artisans and self-employed that equally contribute. Then we also have federal ministries federal ministry, parastatals, and agencies that also contribute to the scheme.
From the time of its resumption, the Ondo State branch has made contributions of over 1.090 billion naira, with over 315.835 million naira realized this year. Ondo State is now 100% compliant to the National Housing Fund, with over 64,000 contributors to the scheme.
The level of compliance in Ondo State is 100%. It's 100%. We're able to capture the civil servant, the entire civil servant, and the 18 local government. So I don't think we don't have any problem with them.
Although the state just resumed to the scheme, the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria had before the resumption developed various estates in the state like Afo-Stuff Estate, where 400 housing units were constructed, and HOB Housing Estate, where 22 units were completed. With the state now contributing to the fund, estates have been developed, some of which are already completed. They are Fmbn Futa Housing Estate, where 81 units have been fully completed and off-taken, Fmbn NLC TUC Neka Housing Estate, where another 100 units have been fully completed, and Rabatel Housing Estate, where 94 housing units have also been fully completed. Some other estates are currently ongoing. They are Fmbn Futa Housing Estate Phase 2, where another 81 units are ongoing, and NSCDC Cooperative Housing Estate, where over 100 housing units are being constructed.
And what the bank does, the bank has a state office here with full complement of a state office, qualified individuals. They monitor us, they come to the site. As if that is not enough, the headquarters in Abuja will from time to time send their officials from the project finance, from loans monitoring, from the legal department. They check what we are doing. In addition to all of this, the bank has also appointed professional consultants, engineers, architects, quantity surveyors, who are also chosen to continue to monitor what we are doing.
Although I really appreciate the work of the present board of directors of Federal Mortgage Bank. They are doing well. They are doing good. They are good to us.
So many people have become homeowners through the NHF scheme in Ondo State.
There's nothing that can be compared with you living in your own, a place you can call your own. Either you are fully paid for or you are paying instrumentally. It's your own. There is no need to say, by next year, my rent will due. And you start thinking and having a headache on how you will pay for the rent. But for here, you've paid your equity. You already know what you're going to pay for a certain period of time. And if you feel like you can liquidate, it becomes your own. And I think that's a major benefit for every human being, and I like that too.
We can't even talk. We just talk like Kuruma to ourselves because the landlord and landlady are living there, so we should not make noise. So I'm only to play radio. But now, I'm okay now, I can do anything I like. We can pound the yam, can make pounded yam and eat, which you cannot do it that time. Even though you are easy for you to pay for a rentage, it's not your property. But this one is your own personal property. When you close your eyes, you dream of your own house. So before you dream of rented person. 13 quarters. So different is okay. That when you are living in your own house, different from when you rent a house and pay.
The Fmbn has also made its impact felt through the home renovation loan for its contributors in the state. Over 1,200 beneficiaries have accessed this loan to the tune of about 973,250 million naira, with over 600 applications under processing.
I spent it on my ongoing project. You know, it's a home renovation scheme. So I use it on my building project that was ongoing then. I feel happy. And I'm so grateful to Federal Mortgage Bank. And I still want to believe that some other people will still get their own in due course.
I feel glad and I was so excited by them because I used it. He came to me by them at my own appropriate time, which I needed. So I use it. I use it for renovation and for my building.
Reducing the turnaround time for any loan application is one area the branch is now very particular about. As such, processing refunds now takes only about 3 weeks to be completed.
See, we have a turnaround time in our bank. For each and every department, there is a limit that a document or a process has to take. Immediately you apply for any of our products. The officers were trained to do the needful without supervision. So we don't need extra supervision. Immediately we have the time that immediately we apply for anything, they will do it immediately.
In that regard, 168.543 million naira has been disbursed to about 1,200 beneficiaries as refunds, with about 31 others currently undergoing processing. Sensitizations is also a priority for the Ondo State Branch Office. So the branch office engages in a weekly sensitization exercise for both new and existing contributors.
We organize ourselves. We visit ministries. We do a routine schedule on weekly basis. At least we must visit 3 different organizations between Fridays to Mondays to make sure that we have a sensitization. If not because of this COVID issue, that we don't allow people to gather more than 50. What we do is that we organize a Zoom meeting with our contributors. We organize a Zoom meeting, virtual meeting, where we exchange views, we disseminate information on the scheme to them. And by and large, we have been receiving a greater result, a useful result.
To improve transparency and accountability in managing the NHF funds, Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria has introduced *219#. *219# is a new way to know the status of your NHF contribution from anywhere. To use this service, dial *219#. Select 1 to update your contact detail. Press 2 to check your contribution status in any month up to the last 5 years. You can also use our mortgage calculator and bulletin board by selecting options 5 and 6 respectively. You can access other services by using direct shortcodes like *219*3# to retrieve your NHF number, *219*4*1# to check your last 5 transactions, and *219*4*2# to check your statement of account. No internet connection required, and it is available on all networks. *219#. Simpler, smarter, faster. Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria. Everyone deserves a home.
Thank you for staying with us on the program Everyone Deserves a Home. It is now time to bring you the story of an NHF beneficiary. Like many contributors, he never thought the NHF scheme was a worthy venture till he became a beneficiary. Let's hear Abdullahi Al-Hassan's story.
The payment process is quite flawless.
It was unbelievable because I didn't know that they have such a scheme existing in Nigeria.
Is it true that I will get the house? No, why not? We met all the requirements, so we'll get it.
The joy of ownership is wonderful.
Abdullahi Al-Hassan Amfulani is a civil servant with Kaduna State. He is also the Trade Union Council Chairman of the state. Before acquiring this house through the Federal Mortgage Bank of Nigeria, he always thought the NHF scheme was not something he would ever access until in 2018 when the government put houses on sale. Then he thought to give the scheme another trial.
The way we are in now was put on sale by the present administration and at a price with which we as workers cannot afford to pay at the times that were stipulated by the committee of the sales of the government non-essential houses. What inspired us was at a point in time we are contributors of National Housing Fund. Then we felt the need to go and sort for loans from them to be able to acquire these houses, which we did, and we were able to secure the loan, and then our house was being paid for through a primary mortgager.
After acquiring the house, Abdullahi did not let it end there, as he took it upon himself to educate other people about the NHF, through which many have also acquired houses.
We are proud to be partners of Federal Mortgage Bank. Like I said, initially, we have been thinking that that's not worth doing. Not until when this instance came. And we are happy to pronounce here that not from me, I've been able to facilitate as well for the payment of many other civil servant houses. As I'm speaking to you currently, we have had approvals from mortgage for some other houses which have not been paid for. And we have been praying to the government to allow us to pay for them.
He got a 3-bedroom detached bungalow at the cost of 6.9 million naira only. He was to pay a 10% equity but decided to pay 30% to ease his repayment.
The cost of the house from the government and the offer given to us rates at 6.9 million. And after my affordability test, I have to show that I have other sources of money. Then after the test, I was qualified to be given a loan of 4.9 million. And so far, before they paid this, they said I will have to pay an equity of 10%, according to the sales of government law, which I did. I even went further to pay more than that 10%. I paid about 30%, while that of the committee of the mortgage was what I used to pay the remaining fee.
Now that the house is his, Abdullahi decided to have a garden at the extension of his house where he farms. The proud home owner has continued to encourage more Nigerians around him to take advantage of the scheme to own their own houses.
Our question for the week is, what happens when a contributor dies or loses his or her job before a loan is completely repaid?
A lot of things can happen. One, depending on the loan he has taken. If it's NHF loan, the one that has insurance cover, that covers life insurance, that we have what you call the single life assurance policy. If he has taken that policy, then the insurance company will come and pay off the loan. But if he's in the case of loss of job, the expectation is that he will get another job or he will do some other things that will enable him to continue repaying the loan. If, however, any of such could not happen, then the bank can fall back on the property, because the property appreciates, so they can sell the property and then recover the portion of loan that is outstanding, and then the balance will be given to him.
That's it on the package tonight. Keep a date with us again next week, same time, same station, for another exciting package of the program. Until then, do well to visit our website on www.fmbn.gov.ng for more information about us, or call the number currently displaying on your screens. Also catch up on previous episodes of the program on our social media handles. Do have a pleasant night.